This is the weather forecast video for Monday, October 17th, 2011. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see a vortex over Canada producing some cloudiness there with a fast jet stream with a cold front to our south and east, and a disturbance to our west producing some showers and high elevation snow across the Rockies, and a tropical system over the Gulf that could go up the east coast. Watch warning map from just around midnight. Winter weather advisories over the Wyoming and Colorado mountains. Wind advisories over the high plains of Kansas and Colorado and over the western parts of New York. Otherwise, it was fairly quiet across the country. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days to Friday evening at 7 o'clock shows little if any moisture here, while the main event will be up the east coast, where as much as 1 to possibly 3 or 4 inches of rain is possible, with Florida getting as much as 6 or 7. Here's the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. today. You can see that vortex over James Bay still spinning around with little impulses swinging around it. One over the state here will produce possibly some rainfall, even though it'll be spotty and very light across the southern part of the state. Otherwise, most of the moisture will be to the west and will skim to the south of the state, while the moisture over the Gulf moves into South Florida. We move to Tuesday. That storm system is now east of the and southeast of the state. Cold air begins to infiltrate the area, with highs likely dipping into the 40s and 50s across the state. Wednesday, that storm really begins to spin up over the east coast. Showers, some thunderstorms, and very windy conditions from the Mississippi River east, while here be just cold. Thursday, still fairly cold. Be a bit warmer on Thursday, highs in the 50s to the lower 60s after some cool mornings Wednesday and Thursday morning, with lows in the 20s and 30s, and same could be said for even Friday morning. We could see some lows in the possibly around 30, maybe up to about the mid to upper 30s, with highs in the mid to upper 50s, some low to mid 60s. Saturday, starting off the weekend, same story. High pressure, clear skies, sunshine, and moderating temperatures into the 60s across the state. We head off into Sunday. New disturbance begins to move in. Maybe a widely scattered shower or maybe a clap of thunder, with highs in the 60s, which is seasonal for the end of October. We head to a week from today, the 24th. That disturbance is still nearby, with northwesterly winds aloft with this fast-moving jet stream overhead. And at the surface, we see a low pressure just to the east of the state, and the 540 line dipping back into the state once more, so another batch of cool Canadian air will be coming in the following week. We head off further, October the 28th. Vortex over eastern Canada and Quebec province, a bit of a ridge over the plains and Rockies with a trough over the Pacific Northwest. At the surface, we'll see some cool mornings and temperatures likely in maybe the 50s once more, with high pressure nearby, with the winds turning southerly on the back side of that high pressure system. And at the end of the forecast, November 1st, west-east flow, flat ridge, flat trough, a vortex over the Canadian Maritime provinces, and that looks to be rather wet and maybe even white in the mountains, with another storm system developing over southeastern Colorado, but this is far out and we have a lot of time to look forward to this. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.